We are back for another edition of the FX Financial Hangouts with CEO Alan Garretson. Hello, Alan.
Hello, Stacy. How are you?
I'm good. So you said something fairly remarkable to me that I wanted to explore a little bit. You said that financing, which sounds like a cost to me, can actually help reduce the sales margin, increase and maintain the sales margin for manufacturers of equipment. So I don't really get that. What do you mean by that? It sounds like an
Well,
expense. How is it saving me money?
if an equipment manufacturer or a vendor, everybody's selling something, if they offer financing, at the very worst, I propose to you that it's a zero cost. And in the best case scenario, it helps save margin. And I made that comment to you, Stacy, and I stand by it.
Okay, so you're going to have to explain how, though. I don't get that. How can it be the worst case, it's a zero cost proposition?
Because the worst case, manufacturer comes to us and say, Alan, every about 20% of the time we have a customer that needs financing. Will you arrange financing from us? And I say, sure, I will do that for you. No cost. I get involved in their invoicing and sales process. They send me invoices. I pay for them. At the cost of the insurance or the invoice, costs them a thing. They're just utilizing our services, and we're billing their customers on a monthly basis.
Okay, but how does that impact margins?
That doesn't impact their margins. Whatever they sell their equipment for, that's what I'm financing.
Okay.
And so in that scenario, financing costs them nothing, except the time they talk to me and the time we spend with their sales force and accounting to set up the program, and we're just financing their customers at whatever the rate may be.
Okay, so that makes sense. They're not having to pay to implement your program, in essence, and then they're gaining a sales tool from it. But how does that sales tool actually help them to increase their margins?
Now we're getting deeper into the psychology of the sales rep and just the process of sales. And especially in the entertainment industry, whether it's lighting, video, audio, projection, digital cinema, digital camera, studio lighting, it's really throughout this industry that when a manufacturer is making sales and they're on a phone call, customer starts beating them up for discounts. Can you give me a better discount if I buy 2 of these? If I prepay it, do I get a 4 or 5% prepaid discount? Or they'll bundle certain things together and offer a special price on it, which costs margin.
So what you're saying is there are reasons that they are decreasing their margins just in the normal sales process.
All the time, yeah. So they're doing these things, or they want to get a certain piece of equipment into a certain market in a certain segment of the United States, so they'll offer special pricing. Buying territory like that costs margin. All those things have costs. And so what a financing program can do for them is say, look, Mr. Manufacturer, let's put together a sales program. It's 2.99% special financing. It'll cost you X% margin on every sale. You can forecast it. You know what it is. It's a lot cheaper than all the discounts that you give on a regular basis, and so it makes their margins more predictable, and it helps them preserve margins because it's not as expensive.
So what would be an example of the type you're suggesting? Like they'd offer like a 2.99% rate if it's purchased within 30 or 60 days of the launch of the product?
Yeah. So let's say there's a new product they want to launch, and they want to get it out into the rental stream, or they want to get into some production houses. So they're going to offer a 2.99% financing if they buy it within this quarter. Let's say it's this quarter. And then the manufacturer will know, okay, somebody has to pay for that interest. It's us, and it's going to cost us this amount. So indeed, it's very predictable. It helps them move the sale, and it's not as expensive as somebody calling in and asking for 5% prepaid discount and volume discounts and VIP discounts and gold level discounts. So the manufacturer can say, look, I'm giving you 2.99% financing. Don't ask me for any other discounts, and you'll be surprised how effective that is.
Great. Makes perfect sense. So it's just really trading off. It gives them it's seen as a great advantage for the buyer to have an affordable long-term payment plan that has a below market rate on the financing. And that allows, so because that's an advantage to the buyer, the seller, the manufacturer, doesn't have to give away their sales margins in terms of reducing the purchase price or offering, you know, extended 60-day, 90-day payments, something along those lines, right? They have this tool that allows them to say, we don't do that because we're offering this opportunity, which is actually more affordable for you.
Exactly, and you mentioned extended terms. That's another thing that sales forces do. They'll say, look, if you buy this, we'll give you 180 days. And then the manufacturer or the vendor is carrying it on their accounts receivable. There's a real cost associated to doing that. Whereas if they were offering special financing, I pay the invoice up front. They're paid immediately. So they don't have to carry that 60, 90, 180 days on their books. They get paid up front. And you know, in our industry, some manufacturers will offer 1 year, 12 equal payments, and carry that on their accounts receivable.
So that sounds like a lot of risk. That's a lot of risk for the manufacturer.
Oh yeah, there's a lot of no pay or slow pay risk when you extend something out that long. You have to pay somebody to monitor it and chase it. Why not just offer 2.99%? We'll do it 2, 3, 4, 5 years, and the manufacturer's paid up front. That's why I say when a manufacturer makes the effort to establish their own financing program through a third-party manufacturer like FX Financial, it saves them money and it makes their sales margins more predictable.
I got it. So sounds like a good plan to me. It sounds like at least a piece of information that a manufacturer should have when they're putting together their sales plan for their product. Everybody wants to be able to plan and not have unexpected costs. It sounds like a good solution for that.
Well, it does, and a lot of vendors and manufacturers don't realize that they already have this tool at hand because they're already paying costs associated with their sales that could be redirected at something much more usable, like special financing that their customers see as valuable.
Got it. Okay. Well, if you are a manufacturer or distributor interested in talking about special financing, please obviously give Alan a call or email him, fx-financial.com, to get started. And Alan, anything further to add?
They should feel free to call me direct. Anytime. All our relationships start with a conversation with me, person to person. Call me at 512-481-0227.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you for sharing your expertise. And until the next time, I'm Stacy Harmon, and Alan's saying goodbye from Austin. We'll see you in our next topic.
See you later.